How would you describe your style of play? I think it's kind of like a little bit of a throwback, kind of old school style of basketball. How do you think of it when you play?
I don't know if I would say old school, but I feel like I'm just a versatile player that just does everything for the team. Just doing everything on the court to help us win. That's just my biggest thing.
Yeah, and it's funny because I think people look at the scoring and rebounding, but there's been some passes that you've made that I was really impressed with, especially into Trey Mitchell down in the post. How have you developed that, or I guess continue to develop that relationship with him, and kind of being able to feed him high-low?
Just definitely knowing where he wants the ball, but through practice, if they're trying to front Trey, they want me to flash the high post and see if I can, throw a lob pass to him to, get an easy bucket. But it's definitely helped throughout the years playing with Trey, just knowing the spots he wants the ball and where he wants to score from.
When did you develop your three-point shot? Has that always been a weapon for you?
I'd say it's progressed through my high school years. I didn't always think I was a great shooter, and I really, when I settled down in high school to really, focus on just basketball, I think I became a better three-point shooter, and maybe not shooting as much as attempts, but when I shoot them, I'm always thinking I'm going to make it.
Your father being a former professional basketball player, what does he tell? Does he call you after games? Does he critique you at all, or is it more supportive?
It's critique every game. Sometimes it's not always things I want to hear, but it's always the best just to learn, because he's been through what I'm going through, and he knows the path and he knows what's right. So I definitely learn something from my dad every day. But he always tells me he's proud of me.
Is there a moment that you kind of thought or recognized, turned the switch on and said, hey, I've made the jump and I belong here?
I definitely think it was probably the Rhode Island game. For me, just it's a confidence booster, and I feel like just me believing in myself that I can play with any of these dudes on the court, and especially like the competition they've played. They play some really good teams and they got really good players. So just building on that and believing myself that I can do anything that all these top dudes can do, really just push me to see.
Where's the confidence level for this team? It feels like things are going pretty well so far.
I think the sky's the limit for us. We battled through the first couple of games, and just learning our defensive identity for this team. Our goal is to win the A-10. UMass is going to be on top again. So I think it's this year that can happen.